party, he encountered his god Bahamut, and Bahamut basically was trying to
Said you're
warn
gonna
him
you're
about
gonna
entering into this. Yeah, I already told Greta he was gone, but we'll go with it. Horrendous I was trying to warn him about entering into this contract with Haunter and convinced him that the party was to blame. Not so much that it was their fault, but that he kept getting involved in stuff that he shouldn't have been. So Horrendous doing the noble thing, being the noble person that he was, decided to stay in the temple and try to do Bahamut's will and serve Bahamut as best as he could there. You guys ended up fast traveling to Chancellor's Landing through the teleportation circle. You guys emerge after the blinking of this bright blue light that's very familiar to you, those of you who have done it before. And you come out feeling sick to your stomach a little bit, but not too bad. You guys are in a room, probably 10 by 10 feet, and you guys are met by a looks like a fighter or some kind of martial warrior. He's dressed in like really think like Greek hoplite warrior um, armor, and he's got a spear and a large shield on his back. And he introduces himself and says, the Slayers from Black Shroud. Uh, well met. I am Alexander. I was given instructions by Brock to help you guys out here in Chancellor's Landing as much as I could.
By help us out as much as you can, do you mean in combat or just around town? Or
Well,
probably both?
I mean, this is Chancellor's Landing. There's probably going to be some combat. And he laughs and chuckles and shrugs off. But he says, I'm not sure exactly what you guys are doing here. I didn't get much detail, but I was instructed to help you guys around town as much as I could. Here's a picture of Alexander.
Okay.
Crest over, horse-hair crest over him, large shield. He's wearing like leather armor, very Greek looking. You know,
Yeah, it works now. Yeah, sweet.
fresh.
Alright.
So yeah, he offers anything he can help with. He's here to help you with, and he calls out to behind him and hollers for someone named has drawings of all these people. Ezekiel. It's a dark skinned man, black guy with these huge dreads, and he is all obviously a fighter or some sort of warrior. But he's really well built. Walks in, he's got dreads adorned with like jewels and stuff. But he's wearing like scale mail, and he introduces himself as Ezekiel. He's like, I'm here to help you guys as well. You know, I was under being given strict orders on helping you guys. Anything we can help with, we're here for you guys.
Well, the first thing I think, we're...
I don't know what your guys' instructions are of what you guys are doing here per se. We know it's really important, or else we wouldn't have heard from Brock. I can show you around town. I could give you a map. Whatever you guys need.
Well, the first thing that we're going to do is trying to locate a certain someone whom we have business with. We heard that he was within Chancellor's Landing somewhere. His name is... And then I'm gonna lean in and just kind of make sure that no one else in the room besides these two here, and of course my party member. His name is Olfrind von Redmount.
I haven't heard of that. I know who the Redmounts are, but I thought they were all dead. I wouldn't know anything about that. Ezekiel and Alexander kind of have like a little meeting off to the side of the room, and they're like, And after some muttered speech, they're like, "We have no idea where he would be. We haven't heard anything about him within the city walls, but I mean, there's not much we can give you in terms of information on this person, but anything you need, we're here for you."
Well, then perhaps you could help us in another way. We took out a bit of a line of credit, and we're looking for some work to pay it off rather quickly. There's
For a job, or
yeah, a little job nearby, something we could do just to help us pay off some of our debts to friends.
Xander. Go ahead.
Crow yells out in the background. Tell them we have heaps of dead.
It's not heaps.
And the cat has now placed his face on the floor.
They're trying to, like,
He's like, why would you say that? I'm pretty sure the fact that he said line of credit was enough. No.
No, it's a line of credit. Oh, sorry.
Alexander says, "So you guys need some money. You guys came to the wrong place." And he says, "Follow me," and walks out the door. Ezekiel's right behind him. He kind of opens the door and kind of ushers you guys out. If you guys want to go. Follow me. I'm just kidding.
Alright, I follow.
Not worth following.
Yep, I follow you.
Okay. So everybody follows him. You guys go into like the seating area and all that. Very familiar where they take the contracts and all that. He opens the door, and right outside, you guys are probably about 75, 100 feet up. Obviously, like a walkway, but about 10 feet out, you can see that it drops down into like a sheer cliff. And walking towards it, you can see that there's a harbor a good half a mile across and 75 feet down, like I said. There's like 2 small ships, but you notice that there's a lot of different piers where they should be docking. It tells you you're in Chester's Landing. There's not much work to be found here. And he kind of points you to the left and then to the right. And you can see that there's trash littering the streets.
What is littering the streets?
Trash.
Like you could actually see there's a couple like homeless people or beggars sitting on what would be the sidewalk, I guess. And it tells you there's very little work here. I can't even begin to tell you where to look for a job. We're almost starting here. Most we can get is a contract to kill a dog or be a bodyguard for somebody to walk 2 blocks down the street.
Kill a god.
No.
Kill a dog.
Oh, a dog.
Opposite.
Dog, yeah.
Oh, thank
Kill a
God.
dog.
That would have been.
Oh,
That would have been insane.
Now we can handle it. Just tattoo me up again.
Worse stuff on
It's not a bad idea. Just put some stuff
the
to it.
guards. You guys will see eventually, but the guards here. Let's just leave it at that.
There, what?
Noble per se.
Alright.
you know.
Mind you, Ryukin has not addressed either of them with his telepathy. So to them, he just seems like an oversized cat, probably a familiar.
If necessary, I'll have Ryukin, like...
Which is the funny thing, Ortis. If Ortis survives, I can take a feat that'll let me act as your familiar. In the sense you could cast through me.
I have, like, no spells. I'm a half-caster.
You've got healing.
Like, wrap around. Yeah, 1.
Corona is... I don't think he... Do I have a touch... No, I have 1 touch space spell.
Okay.
That's fine. It's fine.
Well, either way, then I'll just focus on stuff like mobile.
Yes.
Looking across the bay, you guys can see that there's a lot. Straight across the bay, there's these really big buildings, and you can actually see the palace is a little bit off to your guys' left. A same similar like 100-foot sheer cliff island. There's this really large palace, like several stories, and there's a bridge leading to the big palace, and there's another small island that's actually a little bit higher with a bridge leading to it, and then another one. And this one at the very end, after two bridges and two separate islands, there's a gold. It looks like it's made of gold. You guys estimate that would be insane for it to be. At the end of this little row of islands, there's a tower that looks gold. Maybe 50s of a tower that's completely shining in the sun right now.
That must be House Kraken's palace. Do I still have the ink with Violet? Or is that like just taken from me?
Your symbol or whatever that wasn't letting you wait.
Yeah.
It was taken.
It was taken. Shit. Okay. I suppose the first thing we gotta do is find Redmount. And maybe
Would you like a rundown of the
they'll let
city,
you.
or I mean, maybe would you guys like a rundown of the city? I mean, maybe that's somewhere to start. I'm not sure. We don't know how to help.
I mean,
That wouldn't be a bad idea, Otis.
it
Though,
wouldn't be a bad
on
idea.
top of that, you also hear a inquisitive yowl.
Yeah.
On top
Remember,
of this,
Grimmelkin cannot vocalize any languages, but he's also giving the inquisitive howl at kind of yowling noise towards Ortis to get his attention while he speaks to him.
Okay.
Meanwhile, this is happening. Crota is quietly mulling over the thought. It wouldn't be good to kill a dog, but they could be God. After all, dog is God spelled backwards.
He would. He is insane.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Is on, or in AD that all children have kind of gets the better of him, and he's spitting down the cannon, seeing how far it is.
I missed all of that.
Yeah,
Your
kinda
sound
right.
quality dropped.
Mm-hmm.
Your sound quality dropped.
Alright, let me turn off my Bluetooth speaker.
Better?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, you're not. What are you saying, Lloyd?
What was
So
I
you
saying?
said,
Oh, yes,
did
we
you
got
guys
it.
want a rundown of the city? Or?
Yeah, we're gonna need a rundown.
I was going to lead you back in and show you a large map that he has of the city. He tells you, let's see if I can get this to come up pretty good. You guys can enlarge this. You know how to do that? Here in the story is good. This is the bay you guys are looking over. Here's the palace. District right here. This whole area from here to here. Kingsguard district / religious district. He tells you that there's a gatehouse separating this peninsula. And he tells you here's the Temple of Korn, of Nurgle, the Temple of Bahamut, Temple of Slanesh, and then the Zinch Clock Tower, and then here's the palace. If you guys go down this road, you guys will come to the main town square. And north of that is all slums. This district up here belongs to the gang called the Al Hakims. This is a slum area, and they're ruled over by the Joker's gang. Black Bay. And it says that that area is owned by a group known as the Doctors. He tells you over here is a Dorvish. Yeah, the Doctors.
Yes, a group of shoes. They sound easy to meet.
Here's a
Oh,
Dorvish.
that's not the joke I was making.
Here's the Elvish Alchemist over here. He tells you that the main city dock is over here. He tells you this is the trading dock outside of town and past the wall over here. Trading dock. He shows the shipping guild over here, stables, exotic animal traders, and the rest is just like estates and small town,
Only seeing the overall map. Is there a different page or something I can click on to switch to what you're showing off?
really enlarge my webcam. And if you, I think it's right click on the green.
If you click on his name, you're getting
Double click it, and you can pull up the window.
Where the green circle is, or somewhere else?
Oh no, on my my webcam. Double click it on my name.
I'm just trying to get your webcam to show me stuff.
I mean,
I use Discord on my phone because my computer's built-in mic doesn't work.
No, not Discord.
On Roll20, there's an option to get video.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I had that turned off. Hold on.
Over Roll20.
Yeah, just turn it on what you want to see
Click
from
my name.
people.
Yeah, it's on there right now.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
have it.
webcam just
I have
isn't
it.
coming through to me for some reason, but don't worry about it. I'll just let party figure out where we're going for now.
Yeah, so here's that temple district. If you have it enlarged, let me know when you have it enlarged.
I have much.
I have it enlarged. We good.
So yeah, I'll
That's
let
that temple
them
district.
decide.
District, and you can the blacksmith is over here. Tanner tells you the markets are right here, and then up here is the slums. This is the Al Hakim game, the Joker's game, Doctor's game rules Black Bay. There's an Elvish Alchemist, a Dorish Inventor, and up here is the Trading Dock, and the Ship Guild is up here. Up here you can buy different mounts. An animal trader over here, and the rest is like the suburbs and just small houses and some estates and stuff. Did you guys get all that? I can keep it on there.
Yes.
So, if I was over on Red Mountain, where would I be? I think I'd be in the house, but
That'll let us in.
I mean,
It's good luck getting in there. I mean, it's gonna be tough.
I mean,
I could probably get in. I look like a cat.
I can turn myself into a shadow and walk through cracks now. If the spell ends, it hurts like a bitch, though.
Lovely.
I don't think that castle has many cracks.
Nah, and it's
I mean,
got
well-
magical defenses.
I mean, I can walk under a door. But yeah, magical defenses, that most likely will check.
Considering what was said in the Chancellor bought up pretty much every magical item.
That is also true. But yeah.
So we don't know what they have. Best guess, everything.
I could send in my tiny servants. I'll make some tiny servants. We can have them punch doors till we get in.
I don't think angering House Kraken would be a good idea.
Ezekiel butts in and says, "You don't want to accept the guards. You guys will encounter them, and they're really well trained and super well armored. The police in this are the king's personal guard. You probably don't want to mess with them." He tells you, and then he tells you that the temple, not the temple, but the palace itself is magically guarded, and he says so he needs to try to sneak in there. If you guys are looking for someone, like at the local inns or the market, or even the gangs, he tells you the gangs pretty much run the city because it's so run down and there's this rampant crime that they basically run the town.
Right. Grim.
You guys
Ryukin's
can
just gonna
form
talk
some
to Ortis real quick.
guards.
Ryukin's just gonna look at Ortis. It'd be interesting to try and get all the gangs to bring down the city.
Don't think we want them to bring down this. I don't think we
No.
want them to
No, remember, he's talking to one person at a time mostly.
Yeah.
He can do it to everyone within 30 feet, he just chooses not to unless he wants them to hear everything.
In the background, you two can hear Kuroda. Maybe I should sell tattoos to random people. Maybe that'll get their attention.
I wouldn't... Wait, what? What thing? Like, Ryukin is very confused because he's never heard of this. I mean, I know.
Does Kuroda hear it, like his confusion?
Yeah, he hears it this time. He's like, wait, what?
As Kuroda hears this and sees Ryukin, like, look at him inquisitively, he finally
Little
says,
cock of the head.
"Oh yeah, oh yes, I can make magic tattoos. Maybe that'll get their attention."
I don't think
mean-
that would be wise. Since they want every magic item, they'd probably take the person making them into custody and very likely kill them so they can't make them.
Not if we do it with the gangs. Speaking of which,
Yes.
now we're gonna. Now, I'm just gonna. Thank you, you two. I think.
Well, are you
I think
sure
we're
you
going
want to
explore
invoke
this
the
first.
game for? Because we kind of just got here, and we might end up getting stuck in the middle of it, and then it just
That's
won't
fair.
end for any of us.
That's fair. Let's
It's an easy
go.
way to
let's-
solve your money problem. And we might be able to get this city back in shape if we take down the corrupt guards.
That is
Of
also true,
course.
but here's the thing. How much you want to bet it's run by Von Redmount? I wouldn't put it past him.
No,
Well,
I wouldn't.
there's multiple things.
That or he's just someone's flunky.
Or he's just...
At any rate, Ortis,
How long has he
you
been
mentioned the
gone?
Temple District. The Temple of Corn, he's a warrior god, isn't he?
Very much so.
Yes, he's the god I pledged myself to. He's the god of war.
Well,
I thought
maybe we
it's-
could find up our person there, if they're a warrior.
Like,
He is a
Corn.
warrior.
Wait, Corn is a warrior god? I thought he was a god of harvest.
No, that is corn.
Oh my god.
Something you
Oh.
eat. It is not a deity. I don't even eat corn. I can't digest it.
Wait, Corn
Oh.
is a food?
If I tried to eat it, I'd just end up puking it up in your shoe a few minutes later.
I mean, I wouldn't be too averse to it. I do use shoes for players. But,
Okay,
I-
Ryukin's gonna get up on his hind legs and like, do what?
yeah.
I thought it
I
was.
used-
That's even weirder than people wearing shoes.
Well, to be fair, I'd rather run around barefoot, but
Kind of in Ezekiel book kind of stopped by you saying that.
Like, yeah, he's a tall kitty, and he's finally projecting the full 30 to the people he deems within 30 feet. Unfortunately, he accidentally included those two.
Well, you don't have to. They're just they're shocked by seeing you.
Yeah, because he's doing that standing up and leaning back thing.
And they're gonna make that easy.
Wait. You can talk?
On the telepath.
That is funny.
You can talk with your mind.
Yes, but it's only one way. That's why you're verbally speaking to me.
I'll
So
figure out a way to make that two-way.
I don't think there is.
They know you want to talk.
Oh yeah, no, I'm way too big to be a normal cat. But to a normal person, I would look like just an oversized cat.
Pseudo cat.
Grimmelkin, I'm a fae.
I know you are.
You're fine with that.
I'm happy.
Yes, I'm quite aware of that.
Okie dokie.
Alright.
I mean, I really don't got other options. I mean, the only way we can make money here, kill a dog, which might be a god, make tattoos, or just go randomly barging into random places to find what we're gone right now.
I'd say at least try the
That's
temples,
nice.
and if not, maybe... Broggy, I mean, I have another Grimmelkin character with a different name.
I-
Ryukin's actually going to turn to these two,
You think
And
I'm leaving
finally
the
address them.
place.
and he will address them and ask, which of the gangs in this city is the least standoffish, least likely to attack us on sight?
It's likely to attack you. They're all likely to
Good
attack you.
question.
Very well. I
Better
guess they're going to be
question.
in for a beatdown.
Better question. Which game is most likely to... I mean, which game would be most likely to accept tattoos and give me their shoes? Bro,
Perhaps the
I'm not
Dockers?
sure. The shoes, I'm not sure, but the Joker's actually tattooed them.
well, magic tattoos it is. Let's go find them, guys.
Alrighty then.
Okay, let's go. Alrighty then.
The Joker area.
Wait, what is this? Okay, there's that.
Ordis, how much coin do you have?
Not enough that I'm willing to spend much. What are you looking for?
Ink. Just buy me cheap ass ink.
Oh, just
I got my
cheap.
bone needle still.
Oh, well, okay. I'm just gonna say, here you go, and I'm gonna hand him 10 gold for it.
The wanders out.
Go away from the party and try to find this ink.
Yeah, he's going to go try and find something.
I'm gonna keep him
Perfect.
here.
What we do this first? You guys are on your way to the Joker area, which is north of you guys, and Frodo, you end up going north and then you split off to find make an investigation check with advantage, because you can ask people, I guess.
He goes
Ordis
to
is
rent.
the... Oh, no, it's
I'm just
Corona.
So 14. He goes to random people on the floor, like sleeping, kicks their foot.
Yeah. Ask
Hey,
me
you got some
around.
ink?
You can't find any very any sort of ink, but you are stopped by 2 guards while you're off by yourself. They're dressed in like brass-looking armor, and it's full plate. And on each, their front and the back, they have the house cracking like symbol in this cloth tapestry. And they stop you and say, "Oh, what are you doing here, Mickey?" Asking people for ink. I haven't seen you around here before.
Well, I mean, pretty sure you haven't seen me around here before. I've been wandering for a while. I'm a tattoo artist, you see.
I have some ink myself. You're a tattoo artist. Do you have a license to practice that?
Well, no, really. In fact,
Show me your
it's...
papers. Show me
I
your
don't
papers.
got
And,
papers,
you
sorry.
see that they put their hand on your sword. So you're trying to run an illegal business. We can look the other way. Get us to the dungeon.
I mean, I'd rather not go to the dungeon.
And we'll
I
look the
could-
other way.
I'm gonna approach.
Yeah,
He's not
Ryukin's
bad.
also following.
No,
You guys were going
Oh.
towards
I'll pull behind.
I said I was following.
Yeah, and
Oh,
Ryukin would have... Oh, Ryukin would have gone with you. He figures the bard can take care of himself. He's not exclusively attached to the bard, and he's since he's heard the reputation of these guards, he's not exactly keen on letting anyone wander off.
Okay. What do you guys think?
So yeah, you basically just got this oversized cat trailing at your heels.
Okay. So
I
I'm
need
going
it.
to approach and say, okay, so as I approach, I come up behind Crota, put my hand on his shoulder, and say, looking to buy ink. He's not looking to actually practice his art here. He's just short on supplies.
Yeah.
And who are
Routing.
you? And who are you?
Oh, I'm just a friend of passing by. I work with the
You
Slayers
fight all
Guild,
of his back? The Slayers Guild, huh? They've actually helped me out.
just
a lot
passing
too.
through.
For supplies then?
Yeah, for now.
Yeah.
You just need
Yeah. Like I said, I'm a tattoo artist. Slayers Guild paid me really well to
you
tattoo.
might be able to find some at Esmeralda's shop, and he points it out. It's a block away. He says that she's a librarian. You know,
Oh. Okay. I'm very tempted to do something magical right now. But no.
Alright, so
Let's see.
alright.
Nope, Ryuken's not going to intervene. He's gonna let as he did with his students. He's going to let you make your own mistakes and see how they do.
So they told us that Esmeralda's shop,
Esmeralda
and they
is.
point us in the direction.
Yep, they told you exactly what it was. It's like a minute away.
Alright.
Well,
You guys want to go?
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yep.
I'm just gonna give them a salute and say thank you, officers, and I'm gonna kind of push.
Out of my way, and you go back and you can see that they're like looking around, looking to ask for people. Like
Oh.
little big cops, basically.
Mm,
Yeah, you guys go about a block away, and
You know what?
she's got a sign. It's got a book on it.
okay, as they walk away, Ryuka's just going to quietly whisper into their minds, "Penis, penis, penis, penis," to see what happens as he's walking away, not even looking at them. Just tail
Yeah.
up in the air, following these two people.
They look at each other and like, "Ah, did you say something?" And as you guys walk away, yeah, you got him.
as Crota, Ortis, and Little Catman walk away, Crota finally says, "You know, if they were going to ask me, you guys didn't have to intervene. I mean, I could turn into a shadow at any point."
Still not a wise idea. No sense of revealing whatever cards we have in our hands before we play them.
Okay, so you guys can get in. Esmeralda is a really nice lady and all that. She sells it for like 2 gold, and it's enough to do like 50 tattoos if you wanted to. But Aloran, you make your way into. You walk across the main square, and you see that there's like a huge triangle or teepee made out of wood. There's nothing on there, and there's no fire or anything like that, but it looks like it might be some sort of ceremonial thing. But you pass a couple shops, block carts, and you stop by a barrier, and later, like, he comes up to you, he's like, "Ah, any gold," and you can smell him. He smells gross, and he looks really disheveled, and he's dressed in rags, pretty much, and asks for some sort of.
Lauren eyes the man is like, can I help you?
Anything that you can spare.
Sure, I can get you a meal and give you a couple coins.
Oh, look at that. The bard is a saint, Crota says, as they.
Well, we're not there.
No,
we're
he's
not there.
just
Oh, he's not there.
he's
Yeah,
technically
sorry.
still a kid.
Oh yeah.
How much do you
So,
give him?
know any good rub joints around here? I'm kind of a growing boy.
Oh boy.
He's still asking you how much do you give him?
Give 1 silver and yeah, just 1 silver.
If you do that, you're immediately rushed by 5 others. that are asking for
I knew
handouts.
that was gonna happen.
Welcome to Assassin's Creed. Make it rain, guys.
Just
You're-
throw a handful of coins and run.
You're basically bombarded by 6 people now asking you for handouts.
Again, best idea. Toss a handful of silver in the air, and as they scatter for it, run.
Take a book out of Yakuza.
He takes out about 10 silver and tosses it and then walks away. Really
Toss it up the way they scatter away from you.
The fight breaks
Yep.
out between all these bums and the townspeople, and you can see that there's probably about 15 people literally fist fighting the street by the silver.
Welcome to Rick,
well.
guys.
That escalated quickly. And then he just goes off and finds the other skipping and singing.
La, la, la.
You make it about a block into the slums. Another 2 guards dressed in the same garb that I described earlier. They're like, "Hey, you're coming with us. You just started a riot. You can't just throw money in the street like that." And they pull out the sword.
Oh,
and they say,
okay. I might have to find my friends first to discuss getting out, but if you see
Actively
him, what's
they're actively gonna try to arrest you. Do you want to resist at all?
You'll commit crimes against Skyrim and our people.
You must pay penance for your crimes.
You turn the corner. You'll commit crimes against Chancellor's Landing and our people.
let's see.
You want to try to resist it?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Make a athletics check to break away from the grasp button
Athletics.
because it's cool.
Start sprinting.
Alright.
You actually do break away from their grip, and they're like, "Hey, that's enough of that. We can let this go if you give us the same amount that you threw on the floor. 10 silver." Right. You hear that?
No.
Is he muted?
Orange.
What's that?
Yeah. They tell you that there doesn't have to be a fight. If you give them 10 silver, they'll let you go.
I look through my thing and I decide to, so I get out of there quickly, to hand over the 10 silver.
And don't try anything. Don't pull any shenanigans like that again.
Shenanigans is my legal middle name, but okay.
Fuck off. And they walk past and they go break up the riot that you just started doing. To the other 3 party members, you guys are like the other end of the town square, and you guys probably about 3 blocks away from where he is right now. Do you want to go try and meet up with him?
Yeah, we're gonna meet back up then.
I have to ask, so,
Yep.
and where you guys are, you can see that there's these small groups of people that are dressed in sailor outfits, very similar to what you guys are wearing, but they're all the same color. They are all black. They have the triangle hats, like 3-point hats, that are black. They're in these long robes that are all black, but there is like a silver trim to them. They don't interact with you, but you do notice them. And eventually you meet up with Lauren. You guys are about a block on the other side. And you notice that there's these really large buildings, probably about 5 stories tall, made out of stone. And they're made up in like a courtyard. Each side, they're facing each other with this U shape in the middle of them, and there's a courtyard in the center of them, and there is several groups of what look like heavily tattooed men with like white tattoos on their face mixing with black, and they kind of look like clowns, I guess. Black and white tattoos on their face.
Is this the insane clown posse?
Pretty much.
These ju-
I see we have our jokers.
They're going whoop whoop.
They remind me of some of the Fae I once met.
Called the Juggalos.
It must be the Black Eyed Peas.
Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop. Alright, so yeah, there's these groups of people with basically clown tattoos on their face, but they're not interacting with you, but they're definitely looking at you and some people look into these projects and stuff.
Hello, my compatriots. Tell me, from what I can tell, you guys are interested in tattoos. Tell me, do you want some new ones, perhaps? Something that is abnormal, paranormal, supernatural even.
If you're handing out tattoos, we're down. Can you do tattoos right now?
Wait, what? Was that part?
Yeah, they're like, can you give us some right now? We're always interested in more tattoos.
Why, yes, of course. But here's the catch. I don't sell normal tattoos. I sell magical tattoos.
Magical.
Yes, magical tattoos. Things that will imbue you with the raw strength of acid, the cold breath of ice, the flaming eyes of hell itself. There is no catch.
We got a spot where you can get it. It's right down here. Can you do it right here?
Yes, but however, I will say, I has to be reimbursed. 2 copper per tattoo.
Well, how about 10 gold? What do you 10 gold for each one?
Holy shit! All right.
Well, we have a little area over here. Yeah, if you can do it over here, and they kind of lead you off into like an alley.
I'm just gonna stealthily follow behind.
By the
making
way,
sure
Mike,
that
They've already seen you. I mean, there's nowhere really to stealth.
Well, I'm like kind of
compatriots, and you, Catman, follow me. We have found our people.
By the way, that is actually the sound that comes out of Ryukin when he sneezed.
So they lead you down this dark alley, and they stop all of a sudden. They tell you, "It's all your motherfucking money right fucking now." And they pull out these long swords, and see that they're not dressed in like armor or anything. But look, if you guys look up immediately, you guys can see that you're surrounded. There's probably about 15 or 20 people.
I knew this was coming.
Kuroda's going to do a preemptive silver shield on everyone.
Ah, thank you.
That's it. Everyone roll initiative.
And due to my Grimalkin nature, I get advantage. Which is factored in, thankfully.
Am I with the group or no?
Yeah, you're with us.
They met up with you guys.
Alright.
So everyone gets the +5 to the AC for an hour.
Before combat starts, I'd like to cast Counter Charm on the group.
Thank you.
Nope, that doesn't go off. You have to go in initiative order.
Oh, well.
Well, he is in initiative order, so 22.
Yeah,
He'll be definitely going before me.
Or just
Oh boy. Yeah, Ryukin's gonna start mauling these people when it comes to time. It'll be just like the rabbit scene from Monty Python and the Holy Grail, except with a cat.
so more fitting,
Yeah,
but less hilarious.
especially because I can grapple them with a feral grapple technique.
Yeah. Okay. On the bright side, though, we warned them. We tried to tell them, but no.
Mind you, I will not. Mind you, I will be subduing them. I will not be outright killing them because I want them to realize, hey, we're in charge now.
Yes.
Curtis, did you roll initiative?
Yes, it did. 20.
So he got a 20.
Actually, it's going to be Ellerin.
You see that they pull out their short swords and they're ready to attack. First up is going to be Lauren. You cast
Counter charm.
counter charm. So
I don't have to cast counter charm as an action though.
Oh yeah.
Oh, right, your bard thing.
You're Barty.
Yep.
So do something crazy.
All right. So
You got
I
plus 5 to your
target
initiative.
one of the guys, and I cast vicious mockery upon them,
Come on.
saying,
Okay, so
"You wouldn't get a
There's
kid.
15
I
of them.
dare you."
I'll take this up. But you guys are in pretty much an alley that's about 10 feet wide. Put you up front, you and Florida, and then Cat over here, and Curtis in the back. Here's the two that led you down here. Oh no, we'll put 5. There's 5. There's 3. So here's the 5. They're within 10 feet of you guys. And then also about 50
All right, I cast
feet up,
Fish.
there's 5 more on this side, and 5 more on this side. 50 feet up.
Okay, the one that let us down, I'll cast the vicious mockery on.
Go ahead.
What you gonna say to him?
I'm gonna tell him, I
Oh.
dare you to hit me.
That should be 2d4, my friend.
It should be.
Oh well.
What do you
either
mean?
way. Yeah, at level 5 it goes up to 2d4.
Yeah.
Oh,
Remember,
I
cantrips
don't
get
know how to set
progressively
that up.
stronger.
Well,
When you
most
go into
cantrips do.
when you go into spells and cantrips, there's an option to set progression with cantrip dice, and if it
Yes.
doesn't work, just manually do it.
Okay,
Where the damage is.
I can do that after the session.
And he looks into your face and he's like, fuck off! Give me the fucking money!
Okay, that's gonna be interesting. So,
Hold it.
Ryukin is a 5 modifier.
Okay, yeah, no. Ryukin goes first.
All right. So the guy who's closest is who let us down here. Let's see here. All right.
Am I done with my turn, or is it still my turn?
Anything else you can move? You can
I can do an extra attack, and I can use one of my inspirations on somebody in the party.
Alright, do it.
Well, you gotta move up to something.
Yeah.
So, what are you doing?
The one I
Sign.
tried vicious mockery on, I'm gonna strike with my longsword, and then I'm gonna give bardic inspiration to Ryu or whoever's next.
Ryukin. Okay.
And it's gonna be it's the combat inspiration one, so it'll be more powerful than a regular one.
All right. Refresh me on what that does.
It's in the chat.
Oh yes.
You hit this guy, you strike him with your longsword.
Okay.
Oh.
All right,
All right.
What?
3 damage.
Wait. You got your strength modifier, but no actual damage die.
You should
That's
type
not-
in a 1D whatever.
Depending on what your... Are you one-handing or two-handing?
That is very
I-
important.
I have it in one hand because
Okay.
I'm using my shield in the other.
So it would be a D8.
If you want, I could set up
There
other
you
stuff.
Longsword do it?
Sure.
But yeah,
No,
if you want,
also
I could set up your stuff for you. If
Okay, so then you're doing 10 damage.
Okay, so this guy, you end up slicing his head clean off as you run up to him, and what do you say to Ryukin to inspire him?
I sing the What's New Pussycat song.
Pussycat.
Well, his ears flick.
Okay, so go ahead and take that inspiration die. You
Okay.
cut this guy's head clean off, and he's dead.
Alright. Well then. I'm guessing that's his turn, so... Is that your turn?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Who is the... Okay, so... When it comes to the feat I'm using for this combat thing... It's a bit long, but, basically...
What was that? Jesus.
It's a special feat only Gremlkin can take.
Oh, kill Kitty Cat, yeah. That's special.
Because it allows them to perform a special grapple action.
Okay, so you want to run up and grab the...
I basically grapple at the weakest point I can determine on a target. And I use double my movement, and if I reach the target having only used my normal movement, I can forego the rest of my movement and perform a feral grapple.
Because you're only about 10 feet over him.
I only need to do 10 feet?
Yeah.
Excellent. Alright, I'll perform my feral grapple with my... and I can do acrobatics with this, which is all the best part. So I'll just roll that. To get on him. Oh, shit. Nope, he just slapped me off.
Yeah, he kicks you off of him. Get the fuck off of me! And he holds a sword to your little cat neck and
Alright, I'm gonna fuck with
hand it
him.
over.
Alright, let's see here. How does he like... let's see here, can I do this? Nope, that's an action and I moved, so... He's just gonna lay there and grumble. And act like an oversized cat.
You see that there's about 5 people off to the left, 50 feet high, and 5 people over to your right, about 50 feet high, and then there's 4 people left right in front of you.
Alright, seeing as I'm probably one of the few who can take
Hit
out
anyone.
hit the long distance people.
Yep.
My thunder.
They're gonna have partial
Point.
covers. Alright?
Okay. Take out my thunder cannon, point upwards,
To the
and
right.
I'm just shooting at up to my.
Alrighty. That definitely hits, yeah.
9.
This one, you can see that they're poking over and they're pulling out a crossbow or a longbow, you can't really tell. But you end up seeing one fly all the way down on the floor and kill one.
Alright. Reload. And that's all I'm gonna do. Staying put.
Alright, so the ones in front of you guys, the one that just kicked you off is gonna look you straight and he's gonna try to attack you.
Okay.
This one's gonna try to go around and flank you. This one's gonna come up right on you, Lauren, and this one's gonna come up behind you.
Okay.
Flank you.
Remember +5 to AC.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, remember that, guys.
Yep, I made sure to add a modifier I can tick on and off for my global AC modifier stuff.
I'm gonna try to attack you, the one that you just tried to grapple. Yeah, that's a critical.
Wait, on me?
That's 220. Yep, that's gonna be better damage.
I could probably break his grapple if I wild shape while being grappled, so I should be okay.
No, it's not a grapple.
He's not. No, he's attacking you.
Oh.
I said
Oh, yeah, no, that definitely gets past
Yeah.
my AC.
it's
Though
a
he
critical.
only had like a 2 in 23 chance of hitting me.
Damage. It's gonna be 7 damage to you with this long sword that he stabs into you.
Let's look. He's just literally being grumbly.
And then the one that rushed behind you is gonna make an attack on you with advantage because it has you flanked. I think that's stupid. The 17?
A no, and a no.
Man, I'm just
With the Shield of Faith, Ryukin has a 22 armor class.
Silver shield.
I mean, Silver Shield.
There you go. Then the 2 that just surrounded you. And then why isn't my music playing? Jeez. So they're gonna make a. Oh shit! That's right. And make two attack, one attack each on you, both with advantage. 8's not gonna hit.
Misses.
13's. Yeah, 13's not
13
gonna hit
misses.
you. Nope. So
The 4
both
also
of
misses.
them end up missing you, and they're yelling. You can hear them yelling out orders to each other like, "Kill the bastards! Kill him! Kill him! No one can kill him!"
Well, I guess I'm a bastard because my father just kind of up and left. But anyway,
That's a whole other story.
So the 5 off to your guys' or the 4 off to your guys' left are gonna all shoot a light crossbow at you, Ortis, seeing that you just
Blew
down
his
one
head
of their
off.
partners. So not advantage. So does a 22 hit you, Ortis?
Nope.
There's a 5. 19? Nope. And finally, 13. Nope. So all these crossbows end up clinking off your new awesome legendary
I
main
meant to
revolver.
I meant to double check. Is it studded leather or is it scale mail?
It counts as leather, but it does have like scale. It's made out of a hide. Basically,
So it's got the stats of scale mail, but it's the qualities of leather armor in weight and feel.
yes. I gave you your stats on it, right?
You just told me it's +2 studded leather. And I was like, oh wait, it's made of scale, so I don't think that.
No, I have exactly what it is. It is +2 studded leather armor. So whatever studded leather grants, it's a +2 to that. Plus it grants resistance to all physical damage.
And then
There's +2 studded leather armor with that extra stuff. But, so all 5 of those clink off of your awesome new armor. And then the ones off to the right, they're going to do the same thing, aiming at you, Otis. 5 attack rolls. 1, 2. They all
so
do
it's a
the same
silver
thing.
shield action.
Silver shield +5.
All this stuff clinks off of your armor. You can see that the silver shield is giving like a silver tint to the impact spots, and that is going to go to Pelota's turn.
Okay then, I'm gonna do something really horrifying, guys.
Do it.
First of all,
Remember,
Okay.
keep them alive. We want to make them mark. We want to show them we're the boss now.
okay.
So
Nope,
do that.
promises are made.
I'm gonna.
wait, didn't I already do that by cutting off one of their heads completely?
I'm going
Not lethal,
to
so-
cast Blades of Bone, causing my ribcage to pierce through my chest and reveal itself. I'm gonna take one of my ribs, break it off, causing another one to regrow, and I'm gonna try attack one of the guys in front of me.
Okay?
Oh, that's gonna scare them.
So 26,
Just because necromancy isn't a common thing.
11.
11. This one, you stab right into it, and your hand ends up going, and then your elbow, and then your shoulder end up emerging from this guy's torso, and you pull it back, and he just crumbles to the ground.
And I'm gonna play it out. So since my ribcage is exposed to everyone, you can essentially see my intestines and everything. Okay, that's about it.
Okay.
Okay.
That's about it. I'm going to keep my reaction. Yeah, that's about it. Because I made my bonus action due to Blades of
No
Bone.
action. Oh no, yeah.
I did. My
Oh,
action was
use your
attacking,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and that's about it. My bonus action is
just gonna go. Oh, that's new.
So the two that have flanked Ryukin are gonna make attacks on you both with advantage, so I'm just gonna roll twice. First one, does 20 hit?
No. My
Yeah,
armor
okay.
class is.
No, Ryukin.
Oh, right.
They hit you, Ryukin.
Oh, those hit me? No.
So the next one, 20 doesn't hit. So both longsword attacks end up killing over your head. Next is going to be the guy right in front of you, Lauren. He's going to make an attack of you. That's a crit, so he's going to do
It
double damage on
hits.
you. I doubled the dice, so 8, so 9 total damage.
Ouch.
Okay.
He slashes across your chest. And he looks behind you, and you can see, as he does that, and you kind of back up, you can see that Kuroda's guts are hanging out, basically, and he's like, oh, what the fuck? And that's going to go to, next is going to be, no, Aloran. No.
Yeah, it is also.
Alright, so I am going to cast Fear on the ones that are still around me, but I think it'll also affect those around anyone else within my area.
Yeah, that's a pretty big radius. Right.
Yeah. Everybody roll a wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
Ooh, boy. Yeah, I need to take
Good
resilience.
myself or no?
Nope, Ryukin is frightened.
All I
So,
did was take out the mask from Courage the Cowardly Dog and go booga booga booga.
So I have a 16.
3 minutes. So, as a wisdom saving throw, what's your wisdom saving throw?
Like, what's your spell save DC?
Oh, like 16.
I think he did say 16.
Did it?
These guys are scared.
Everyone else is
I think,
scared.
Lauren, I think you should have gone first, so give yourself back for that 9 points. Everybody except for Kuroda is scared, plus the guys that are 50 feet away from you. Everybody else is scared.
9 points,
except for
so what?
Kuroda. That damage, you should have gone first. I apologize. You should have gone first.
So take back those 9 points of damage.
Take back those 1
Okay.
You except for Kuroda and the 4 on your left and the 5 on your right that are 50 feet up.
Okay.
Congratulations, you scared the party.
Ah.
Oh, wait,
I
but you had counterspell going.
Yeah, already good stuff. Yeah.
I should have.
protect them.
I could counterspell, but the thing is,
I
that
should
you
have.
don't
I should have
to
rolled an advantage
No,
with that.
Counter charm. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
counter
counter
charm.
charm.
You guys
Counter
have
charm.
counter charm.
So I'm just gonna re-roll that wisdom save because I should have had advantage.
Me too.
You guys should have. Or just still afraid, but Ryukin.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Goddamn
I mean, in fairness,
Can you-
Kuroda is like a monster by this point.
Hmm.
He's something out of a nightmare. So you're less afraid of the enemies. You're more afraid. Of,
Is that your action?
They all ran away from me. So how far exactly away did they run? The enemies.
They run away on their turn, don't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's on their turn,
Oh,
and they have to
alright.
drop everything they're doing and run as far as they can.
Okay, so
They're
are the
so
ones that
excellent.
are still far away?
That's good.
Probably. They're probably gonna be wondering why their friends are running away.
Alright, I'll use my extra action to cast Shatter on the ones far away.
Right.
And then I will
Dorky.
get Bardic Inspiration. Nah, I'll save the 3 I got. And that'll be my turn.
D15, so only roll. It's just one guy, right? That got it, so.
no.
It's one guy, and he passes. And it happens, you end up blowing a chunk out of the building that they left on.
Oops!
Next up is going to be Otis. Yeah.
All right. I am.
Oh wait, wait,
So
that's
you
wait. What about me? because I had the higher dex.
Oh yeah, no,
I
yeah.
have you written down wrong. You're right. It's already.
No worries. But Broggy's going to attempt his feral grapple on the same guy again. He's going to do that cat wiggle where they're about to jump up. And as he leaps up on him, he lets out... Yeah, you've heard the sound of a cat screaming when you're trying to put him in a bath, right? More of a...
Oh, that one.
Yeah, that particular one. Yeah, he does that as he leaps onto this guy's face.
You're
And-
actually no.
Nope.
You're frightened.
Wait, no, I had counter
No.
charm.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
had counter charm.
and
But I failed my acrobatics, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, so you try to jump up, but you're in a rage and you can't.
More like I just got bitch slapped out of the air.
That.
Which is not making him very pleased.
You are terrified, and you end up dropping your thunder monitor. And
oh no, I don't drop it.
They just drop what they're doing.
no, it says
No,
you
I
drop what
do
they're
drop
holding,
whatever I hold. Yep.
whatever you're holding.
Oh boy.
Damn it, why'd you have to
Hold
cast
on.
that spell? That literally hurt us more than ever.
So,
Bro,
Nah,
I
well-
hadn't used it, so I didn't know how far it would go. That's what the problem was.
2 feet away, and down this alley where they led you. And you have to. You still have line of sight on him, so you are still scared. But
You can make a... Pretty sure you can make a wisdom save again.
nope, not while he is within eyesight, line of sight.
Is it that way?
Pretty sure it ends its turn in a location where it doesn't have line of sight.
Okay, yeah, it is that way. Yeah. So,
So that's going to be your action and all that. Next up is going to be the 3 guys that are left in front of you guys. They are going to run 60 feet.
And if there's one right by me, I get an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, make an attack of opportunity on this guy.
Ryukin's gonna take a claw slash at the man's leg. Oh, come on.
That is not enough to hit. He runs away too quick, but he runs into like a wall. You can see that there's a door here leading up to the building, but he reaches that. And then this guy is going to run, he's about 10 feet, or maybe 15 feet behind you, Oris. He's running right behind you. He's going to end up running right past you, Crota, if you want to make an attack of opportunity.
I'll do that.
Stab him.
Stab him.
No.
Oh wait, that is...
That is not...
Sorry, that's not the right one. It's right above it, so I accidentally clicked it. Here we go.
That does hit. That does hit.
Melee attack.
Runs by, you end up stabbing him in the gut, and your arm just rips through his body, including your the weapon that you're using, and he comes to the floor on his way, running away. He is now dead. And that is going to lead us to this guy. He is going to run away from you, Lauren. Make an attack of opportunity on him. Go ahead and make an opportunity attack on the guy running away from you.
Hello?
I am. Hold on.
Okay. You fixing your attack?
Ah, shit, I could use my bardic inspiration on that claw attack. Oh well. I kinda want to save it for damage.
12
Still-
is good enough to hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yeah, don't forget your D8.
Plus your D8.
Four.
You end up slashing into his calf, but he runs as far as he can. He ends up reaching that same precipice. This is kind of like an alley, like 10, 15 feet wide, but there's a door over here where it makes a U, and they end up having to stop right there. These 4 that are left on the left side are going to make a crossbow attack on the guy that just frightened everybody. So I'm going to make 4 light crossbow attacks.
Let's see.
Lauren,
Lauren, your AC... What's your AC plus 5?
Don't think
My
I'm
AC
anywhere.
is 17.
17 in total?
plus 5 is, 17 in total, so the plus 5, I
22.
believe it's like 20-something, 21.
Oh, 21.
So,
And
22.
so one of them
21 hits because it matches.
Yeah, so
Okay.
1d plus 1. So one of these crossbows end up piercing into you for 3 damage.
Alright.
Five on the right are gonna notice that you seem to be the biggest threat alarm, and they're gonna do the same thing, making 5 attacks with their light crossbows onto you.
The happy-go-lucky bard is the biggest threat next to the guy who's
Okay.
all rib cage.
Yeah.
That's right.
So one hits, or 4 damage. This one pierces into your arm, and you feel it. It really hurts.
It hurts.
Ow, ow,
So
ow!
4. So 4 damage, and then how much did you take total? Like 7 damage? Yeah. Surface Kuroda, you see this big, scary mask scare off everybody except for you because you're a fucking psychopath. What do you want to do?
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to let's see how far the range is for this one. 60 feet. Let me look at the map. So can you point out where I am again?
So right here.
Oh, okay. So to the right of me is Bard and the 4 enemies, right?
Yeah, they're right in front of you.
Okay, so then can I hit them with can I hit the group of enemies attacking our Bard with a bloody geyser? And
Here,
leave him.
what's the range on it?
It's 60 feet.
Just hit them.
Okay, then.
They're up on a building looking over the edge like that.
Oh, okay. Then, okay, then I can definitely keep him out of range for this. I'm going to cast Bloody Geyser upon the enemies. They're going to have to... I keep on forgetting to organize this. Yeah, it's the first one, okay. They gotta make dexterity saves, they gotta beat 16.
So
Otherwise they take
5 on the right and 4 on the left.
I will hit the ones that are attacking the Bard.
But they all attack the bottom.
Oh,
Who's
okay,
just
then
the
I'll
largest number you can?
I'll take the 5 on the right, 5, the group 5 then.
Shh.
And so you turn this way and you look up and you end up blowing a chunk out of the building that, as this blood geyser rises. So I'm gonna roll 5 dex saves. 1,
That's fail. That's another fail. That's
Four.
half damage.
5.
So 4 of them take 14, 1 takes 7.
5 of them, as the building crumbles, they all are blown up to about 30 feet up in the air with blood, and they end up collapsing to the floor, and a gore right over all you. You guys are sprayed with blood, basically.
Meanwhile, the
And
quiet
you're all
little
dead.
little family is eating dinner in their home, and outside their window they see a fountain of blood. Mommy, what's that?
The infant
Nothing,
starts
sweetie.
screaming.
Yeah.
Or anybody on the right. Next up is going to be Aloran. You're up again.
Alright, so I am going to cast True Strike on Ryu,
Okay.
and then I'm going to use my extra attack to draw my crossbow and shoot the one that I tried to attack with advantage before. That ran away and I got him in the calf or whatever it was.
And stay with me. Hit, you end up clinking off his leather armor and ends up sliding off.
Alright.
And the guy's about 60 feet away from you, but he is cornered right now.
Okay. He's about 50 feet away from me. That's not bad.
He's 60 feet away from you.
Wait, really? I moved 10 feet up from Aloran when I attacked the first time. Okay.
I have you as 5 feet ahead of him. I mean, I don't remember you saying that.
Oh, well,
It's 50.
then he's within my first movement increment, if I dash. But I don't... Actually, no. If I move 5 feet from a Lauren, then he's 55 feet from me. I can make that.
You can make anything possible in D&D.
But yeah. That everything, Lauren?
I will give Kuroda Bardic Inspiration.
How are you casting a one-action spell and then making an attack?
I have extra attack.
Yeah, he has
So
extra attack.
That's not how extra attack works.
No?
It's only when you make...
Oh yeah, that's true.
Like,
That's
if
true.
you cast a spell, that can change
Oh.
your entire...
Okay.
That's why nobody takes True Strike.
I mean,
That's-
it's useful when you got someone who can do good damage.
That's true.
Or if you're gonna drop a ballista bolt on someone.
Yeah, that's also true. Ballista bolts.
Unless you can't read the frickin' scroll.
Straight up.
I'll fix it another time then.
Saving the attack or the true strike?
Right.
I will save the True Strike until someone gets closer to me or whatever, and I can drain it to them.
I mean, you could easily cast it on me and I can hit the guy who's cornered.
All right, yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Forward.
And Kuroda has one of my Bardic Inspirations, so I'm at 2 left.
Oh,
And that's my turn.
Okay.
Right, Ryuki, did you want to run up and...
Yeah, I'm gonna run up, but I'm not gonna grapple this time. Instead, I'm gonna run up, leap off the ground, and use one of my only non-clawing, non-biting attacks. You know what that is? I'm gonna run up, and at advantage, I'm going to slam my head into his nose. With a headbutt. For subdued damage. My movement, 55.
it is a lot.
Holy shit.
Yep, Grimble can have a 40 speed because they're really quick.
And he has mobile.
Nope, I have monk movement.
Oh yeah, you have monk movement. You're a monk.
So, you said I was 5 feet ahead of Aloran. That makes him 55 feet away from me, but 60 from Aloran.
Yep, you,
And
you,
I'm doing this for subdued damage. Meaning I'm going to knock him unconscious.
He definitely is knocked unconscious against this wall.
And his nose is probably very broken, along with having a concussion.
Whole face. His whole face is broken.
You just saw a cat break someone's face, guys.
Yes. At one
He just
point I
shakes
saw
his
this-
head. Is there anyone really close to this guy? Like within 5 feet
Yes.
of me. Like within my 5-foot reach.
Yes, yes.
So there's someone right next to him, pretty much?
Yeah, he said.
Perfect. Okay. Then I will use my extra attack to claw him.
That hits, and he is going to
And subdued damage.
So he is unconscious.
Anyone else that I can reach?
He's bleeding out. If you clawed him, I mean, you can't really do subdued damage with a claw.
Okay,
so-
fine. I will headbutt instead.
And but again.
So he headbutted him.
I basically just hit him for bludgeoning, which is fine.
There you go. Those two are unconscious. Now there's only 4 up on the left side of this U-shaped building.
Alright, so there's no one else I can physically reach. Correct?
Pretty sure. I mean, you could try headbutting Kuroda.
Okay, so there's no one else I can reach. That'll end what I'm doing. So he'll sit down and start shaking the blood out of his fur while he waits for things to wrap up.
You end up rounding the corner. There was a corner that you guys rounded. You go another 60 feet. Now you can roll a wisdom save to try to break the fear. You're good now.
Yep, and Ryukin was fine because of Counter Song.
Counter charm.
Counter Charm, right? It's not Counter Song. Counter Song was worse.
Counter song is
It's practically useless.
almost completely useless.
I mean, counter charm is bad, but it's.
No, I'm
Not
talking
as
Counter
bad.
Song in 3.5.
No, I know what you're talking about. I'm
Oh,
just
yeah.
saying counter charm is bad, but it's not as bad. 'Cause
Oh
it
yeah, no,
do-
it's nowhere near as bad.
The four that are still up on that ledge are gonna make another 4 light crossbow attacks at you, Lauren.
Okay.
Wow, not the guy who
One.
broke someone's face. That's amazing.
They all missed.
All miss, so all of them just end up flashing around you. You can hear
Just
the
bounce
sound
off
of
my
the-
shield.
Yep. So there you go. Next up is gonna be Florida.
Next up's gonna be who?
Florida.
Kuroda? Did you say Kuroda?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Remember, you have bardic
how-
inspiration.
So
Magic
how,
them.
how close is the next enemy?
It's just those 4 on the roof with
Florida.
crossbows or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's just 4 on the roof with crossbows?
Yes.
I mean, if you had a way to knock them prone, so they'd fall off the roof.
Nah, I only got ways to murder. I was hoping to grapple somebody so I could eat them in my ribcage, but
That's amazing.
I guess I could cast another bloody geyser. You know, I'll do that. You got a survivor, don't you?
I took down 2 that'll be
He's got
alive.
2. He's got 2.
Yeah, and he has to. Blood geyser at the 4.
Yep, I've taken us 2 hostages.
2 hostages.
Maybe a master monk, but he's not above taking hostages if it means keeping people alive.
Indubitably.
Mind you,
Well,
master
then,
monk in the term of being a teacher.
Doing
Sorry.
a very similar thing and falling off and getting shot into the air. The other 2 take half damage so they take 7. But they're still up on the roof. They kind of avoid the crumpling building. Move up to the side a little bit, but they're good.
Okay.
What else are you gonna do?
After that, I'm going to point up at them and say, I'm going to enjoy eating you.
Your inspiration. Add your inspiration to the damage.
Oh yeah, I could do that.
Yep,
It's
do
1d4
1d8.
or 1d.
At his level, it's a
There's no
1d8.
one- No, there's no way it's a 1d8.
Yeah, by level 8, it's 1d8.
Is it?
I'm almost absolutely certain.
That was 1d8 at level 3 with Valor.
Oh, with
Oh.
Valor. Yeah, you're
Oh,
Valor.
right, Valor Bards get accelerated inspiration
Inspiration.
dice, don't they?
4.
So 4
Yep.
plus 11. That's good enough to kill all of them. So they all crumble to the ground and splatter with blood. Out of initiative, Otis, you end up making your way. You guys want to move up to the unconscious guys?
Ryuken's just sitting there looking a little proud of himself. Finally. It was so
Oh, yeah.
good to get in the fight again.
You pick up
Yeah.
your thunder monitor
Yeah,
and
my
come over.
If you don't mind
No.
interrogating these 2, I'm going to try and clean my fur.
And, while
And
you're-
that is me basically me saying, I need to step away real quick. I'm going to make another drink.
Okay.
I'm looting the box.
Meanwhile,
and keeping a
And-
good distance away from
in the middle.
Pick up a coffee and I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
While,
Sounds good.
Right,
Let me write what they have. You guys can divvy it up.
right before Kuroda, right before you guys leave, Kuroda tries picking up Ryuken.
Oh, yeah. I also
Alright,
call
trying
dibs
to-
on anything I could carry that's in their inventory. Because I can
Okay.
use my fur like a bag.
Okay. But I was gonna
GM
say,
ruling, not mine.
I'm gonna say this, but like, Kuroda tries picking up Ryuken, and he's like right about to hug him while he's still in the cage, but they remember, oh yeah, I should get rid of this first. He closes his ribs, burning back to his normal self. That would hurt like a bitch if he hugged you while ribbed up.
Are there any crossbow bolts?
He went out to get coffee, if I remember correctly.
Oh, alright.
Yeah, it's
I'm gonna
break
stick
time.
on my hand crossbow because it worked better with my shield.
Kuroda is a war mage who gives everyone AC, including himself, which is absurd amounts of AC.
So I'm just gonna take the money.
I vote that you give Kuroda at least 10 coins of gold They have
What?
10 coins of gold.
Oh, 10 coins? Okay.
Yeah. If they have gold, just give him 10 gold coins.
Alright, there you
That's just his lion's share. Yes, I used lion's share even though it's a meager amount. We all know how much
As
AC he
a
gets.
mercenary veteran, Lauren would want half of the money made too.
Kuroda's deal
go.
is
I
he's
just gave him half of it. There you go. You get a 10. You get 10 gold on these smaller pieces.
sweet. Actually, I'll just take 5 gold. I still have most of the gold you gave me.
Yes.
So much-
So I'll take one back.
Sword is. You want to melt down some swords and sell them as trinkets? You want to pass them off as historical artifacts? I do.
Well, I don't know how that works, but okay.
Performance and deception. Lie and perform.
Well, I know about performance and deception, but okay.
I mean, with high enough charisma and performance and deception, you can sell about anything, really.
My charisma is 19.
For me,
Back.
hello.
We're just gonna wait on everything.
Kuroda just tosses away his broken rib cage into the gutter and says, "I got a new one. I don't need that one."
Alrighty then.
Sit back over there.
With the combat ended, Lawrence cat comes out of wherever he hit him before going in the alleyway.
Wait, you have a cat?
Yes, he has a pet cat. I wanted a pet wolf, but the DM before him that I made a Lauren with said no.
You see, I wanted to give Kuroda a fox, but I said, I'll get one later on in the campaign. There hasn't been time for that. And I understand the reason why, because Kuroda's a sick fuck.
Sounds good.
He would probably hug them while his ribcage is exposed and do 3d6 damage just for how hard he's hugging them.
Have you used
I was
any
really-
necrotic spells? Florida?
He has he has a total of, let's see,
Have you used any during this time?
Oh.
Is Blood Geyser?
it's an acid spell. Blood Geyser acid.
School.
Exactly.
No, what school?
Oh, school? That is fucking no, that's transmutation. The necromancy spell is the blades of bone. He turned himself into a living rib cage. He turned himself into like a human, not human centipede. You ever watch Full Metal Alchemist? You know, like
I just made some rolls, so yeah. All right. Just waiting
But yeah,
on.
the only spell that he used that was necromancy was Blades of Bone. He hasn't used Necrotic Feast yet, so no one knows about that shit yet. And Blood Geyser was transmutation. Silver Shield was abjuration. Blades of Bone was necromancy.
Yep.
That's about it. You know what? I should have cast Gallows Trees. Just so they could be hung on a tree somewhere.
Yeah, the only necromancy spell I have is blindness, deafness.
Blindness stuff.
You would know this, Lauren. I didn't know you had necromancy spells. Necromancy is outlawed, and it is illegal to use necromancy in the South Indies.
A good portion of Kuroda's spells are necromancy, so he's
Gonna end up in jail.
He's probably gonna end up in jail.
He's gonna have the power dampening collar thing from Deadpool too.
I knew you were so badass. I remember telling them when I saw it.
Also, one of his, Yeah, one of his cantrips is a necromancy spell, which is totally dead. Grave touch weapon, necromancy, necrotic beast, necromancy. Let's see what else is there.
The reason I asked is because you use this in a crowded area, so.
Yeah. I thought we used this in the alleyway. The only
It was, but there was
beggars.
people within those buildings.
Okay, yeah. So the only one that is necromancy was Blades of Bone. That's the only one they would probably notice if they know magic. Other than that, Kuroda could be very well necromancer since he's making.
Your rib cage out is kind of obvious.
It's kind of obvious. I mean, Blood Geyser, it can be mistaken as necromancy because he's making geysers of blood.
Alright, I'm back. Now what?
It's fine. We're out of initiative. We have 2 downed opponents in the corner in front of the door in this large slum building.
Alright.
And yeah, go ahead.
And
You
you
guys
know what?
search.
Ryuken's going to confiscate anything interesting he finds on them that he can carry.
It's
How was that?
6 long swords and 2 light crossbows.
I see. That makes sense they wouldn't carry money on them.
No, I took them.
Oh.
Well, gangsters never have money on them.
These guys
I
did.
already gave you the money. I already gave you 10 gold.
What do you guys
You gotta
argue
kill a
about
pimp
this?
in order to get money from a gangster.
Oh well.
Are arguing over this. That door opens and there's a very similarly dressed man with his hands up. Comes through that door and says, "Hold, hold, hold! Don't kill these men. They're mine."
Kuroda turns around with his guts exposed and everything.
Ryuken's gonna look at Kuroda. Kuroda, back off. I'll talk with me. Look at this one. And Ryuken's going to incite this man.
Insight.
Yeah, from what you can tell,
Lauren's gotta step back and let the big kid, let the adults deal with this crap.
Oh yeah, you're the youngest.
So this guy has very similar face tattoos. What sets him apart is he's wearing a lot nicer clothes, a lot more flashy. Purple silk stuff on, and he's got some gold chains and stuff. And he seems like he doesn't want to fight. And actually, like he's kind of impressed with what you guys did. And he basically says, "Don't kill these men, please spare them."
I mean, most of them are dead. Those 2 aren't.
Ryuken sits down and retracts his claws. Very well. You seem to have some degree of honor.
My name is Bjorn, and I'm the leader of the Jokers, and you just slaughtered all my men like it was nothing. Who are you?
I'm Batman.
As you can clearly see, here's Mr. Ribcage.
I like that name. Thank you.
Mr. Ribcage,
They call me Underhill.
Underhill and Overhill.
I can very much assure you, I am human. I am not an undead.
Well, if you must know who I am,
Whatever you say, boss.
I am
Whatever you
Ryuken of the Cat's Paw Clan of the Feywilds. Practitioner of the Lightning Fist style.
I am Kuroda Ikarit, wandering scholar and fine dining connoisseur.
Hail, I am Lauren Snow of the Northern Barbarian Tribes. And I'm a bard.
You're a barbarian?
He's
You're
a barbarian.
Yeah, he's from a barbarian tribe despite having the mercenary veteran background.
He's a
What the
barbarian.
fuck happened to you?
Who are you in the back door there with that mighty weapon?
He's the brains of the group.
He's a smart one,
Although-
yes. Then,
although
well, he's
I'd
one of the
say-
2 brains, though the one with the ribcage exposed, from what I can tell, is insane.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I'm just around for comic relief.
Yes, insane comic relief.
The one that you initially knocked out is going to regain consciousness, but he stays on the ground. just in the field. The other guy's still unconscious, but he tells you, "Thank you for sparing him. What is there anything I can do to repay you for this act of mercy?"
Well,
I originally came here to sell tattoos. That's about it.
yeah, he was going to sell your crew magical tattoos until they ambushed us.
I'm sorry about that. You guys obviously taught them a lesson. And,
Your men were undisciplined. That's the
was
only reason they
so-
lost.
obviously,
I
obviously.
was really hoping to eat them, guys.
Eat them.
Yes,
You engage
Oh, yeah,
in
you-
cannibalism.
sort of. I engage in eating ash.
He reminds me of one of the barbarian tribes that are a part of where I lived in the north. They ate people.
Keep them. I mean, what can I do to convince you guys to leave them alone? They deserve. I know they ambushed you, but they were pushed to this. You guys know, if you guys are from here, that this town is cesspool. It's the only way to make
What
a
I've
living
seen,
is to be a
yes.
criminal.
Like I
First
said,
Well,
I wanted to sell magical tattoos. That's about it.
perhaps.
You're
That-
just looking to make money. What are you guys doing? You
I
guys
was
obviously
literally-
aren't-
Okay, guys, I'm just gonna take the bait. I'm gonna take this GM bait because I do this all the time, and Robert, you failed us at it.
No, I was actually. Ryukin is on the verge of offering to train his men on the thing of they stop committing crimes and start helping people.
Still failing to see it. You're still failing to see it.
Oh no, I think he wants us to
gonna
join
tell
their
you
gang.
Right now, I'm gonna tell you right now what he's trying to push towards. Okay, so I'm going to approach the man and say, you could start by telling where a man by the name of Ulfrind von Redmount is located.
Alfred von Redmond. I might have heard of that name. What's it worth for you guys? My men, because
I don't eat you.
No,
Should I roll
Oh, no.
intimidation?
I would no.
yeah,
Lauren,
roll
I would be.
intimidation, 'cause you can see that he's really hesitant. He knows that.
Your men were undisciplined. I could.
So, 15.
Don't even attempt to train.
Why not?
Hmm.
We could take down the corrupt gods. After all, those
Yeah,
men have no
yeah.
honor.
I had to pay two corrupt gods to not rape me.
That is awful.
He tells you that he knows her name. He's very hesitant. He tells you that if he were to tell you where it was, even being eaten would be a better fate than what the Chancellor would do to him for giving up that information. He tells you,
Well,
I do know who you're talking about. The Chancellor would do worse than just consuming and kill my. You guys have already put a dent into my little operation that I have going on here in the slums, but
I mean,
And pray
eventually
tell,
I
what
will.
was your operation?
the Chancellor would do worse to us.
I mean, you're sure about
There's
that?
whispers, yes, there's whispers of him doing black magic and necromancy and turning people undead.
Coda's starting to chuckle itself. Oh, yeah.
perhaps.
That sounds about right. Sadly,
He says,
he doesn't
he
hold a
tells you-
candle to me.
he
I don't
tells
like
you
the
that-
state of
he
this
tells
city.
you that- He tells you that he goes on and says that there's the gangs here in town, the doctors and the Al Hakims declared truce to solve this problem that they've been having. If you guys are interested, he can tell you where Alfred von Redmond is in exchange for you guys doing this, and he says that he's even willing to pay you guys if you wanted this and for money. If you were trying to hand out
What was his name
packages
again?
to shit-looking people.
I mean, I guess we could leave you alone, but just so you know,
So
I
like,
come
he
back
wants,
here,
He
I'm-
wants money in exchange for
No, he's willing to give you guys money. He tells you that the gangs have all declared a truce to try to solve a certain issue, and they pulled together 9,000 gold pieces to try to find somebody, basically funds to put an expedition together to solve a problem if you guys are willing to do it for them and give up the information.
tempting.
That'd be interesting. I'll be honest, I really don't like the way this city is looking.
That's the problem.
I mean,
Well, I suppose it
He
could
tells
be
you
worse.
none of us do.
It's a part of me that wants to
But
see
he,
if... Go ahead.
he go on. He tells you he doesn't like the way the city looks either. And a lot of the reason that it's gotten this bad is because of the chancellor and because of this issue that all the gangs are having. They're forced from to doing business out in open daylight and out on the streets, which makes the situation any worse.
Alright, so, just gonna propose this to the party. I know this is a stupid idea, it would take us a long time, but I really want to overturn the guards in this city.
I contract to fulfill.
I vote we start forming
Yes.
our own private army.
And I believe we could easily perform that at the same time. After
Yes.
all, it's going to take a long time to train these people.
I vote we summon demons.
No. But,
Undead.
looking at your
at
unique
least
style of
the
magic,
second-
Kuroda, do you think you could train those who could be inclined?
I mean, very much so.
Ordis? Tinkering? Think you could teach people?
Oh no, I'm not sharing my secrets.
I'm not telling you to share your secrets, I'm telling you to share what they need to figure it out themselves.
Well,
And
I'm just
you,
gonna
young
stare-
bard,
stare-
teach
stare.
people how to sing. I believe
well,
I
I
have.
That's
was
not a
gonna
bad
go
idea.
with how to use swords because at like 5, my people are trained in the way of combat.
You could probably do both, my friend. As for me, I do
Okay.
specialize in combat as I have trained my own students in the different ways of the monk.
All right,
Well,
yeah.
for
I
me,
can help
at
with
like
that.
5, I was chased around by a dog. I was very scared of them. But then
Huh.
but then after when I hit the age of 9, I began to contemplate whether or not they're God.
God damn it,
Well,
you see
you
why this guy's a little
see-
crazy?
See how the tribes live out in the north? Everyone, even if you're a child, have to pull their own weight to survive. So that's why we're trained young.
Exactly.
I need you to understand something, Ryukin. Talking
Helps
about
build character.
overthrowing the guards here. They are the personal guards to the Chancellor. The Chancellor still, you guys have not secured loyalty from any house really. Maybe you can get maybe 2.
I mean, again, we're gonna have to play this very carefully.
But he can call upon the entire military of the South Front. He can make you guys criminals. He could do a lot of stuff.
Exactly. So we're gonna have to figure this out. It might not be viable at the moment, but it's an option for late game.
I vote we make a secret underground base. Or maybe an ocean
The
fortress.
man interrupts you and he says, "You're not doing anything underground. That's what we need taken care of." You see, there's this troublesome group that's taken over the sewers, which is where we used to do all of our business.
I see what you
We can't
mean.
do business anymore. We can't do business anymore in an old spot. All of the gangs here in Chancellor's Landing have been forced up ground in the daylight to do our business instead of taking it underground by respectable thieves and gangsters.
Respectable thieves.
We do have a code.
So what is
There's
this?
some sort of mutant, like rat people. And there's just too many of them. I mean, you've seen this was most of our game right here that you just slaughtered like nothing. So you might be able to do it, and it might actually be worth the 9,000 gold we've accrued, and the Al Hakims and the doctors have
Upon
doing
hearing
this
this,
our business a lot easier to do, and a lot of the problems out on the streets might be solved by you guys handling this.
meanwhile, upon hearing Rat, you
And
will
I'll give you the
go.
information on the person that you guys are looking for.
I don't see a problem with this idea. If we can get them back their base.
Yeah. As long as there's no human trafficking.
Hopefully.
I'm gonna lean over something.
Because speaking from experience, that's never fun.
It says that's part of our code is we don't do anything like that.
Good.
Alright.
Alright, but I'm going
so
to.
you want us to go into the suits for quite a handsome sum and the information that we're looking for on a very, very important person. What's the catch? Do you know how many rats?
You need to count. I wouldn't even. I know there's a lot of them, and they're taking up most of the sewer. But I've heard reports that there's large ones that are the size of a giant, almost, and pretty dimension that eating them. I'm not sure, but there are reports of these big, large ones.
Interesting.
Giant rats reminds me of my training days.
Yes.
They're not giant rats.
Giant rats and giant
They're
spiders.
not
Oh, and wolves.
at humans. It's weird. Like either they were created by probably the Chancellor or the other mutation, but they've completely taken over the sewers and were forced up into here.
So you're saying they're rat people?
Yes,
Yeah, I haven't seen
that's
it.
exactly what he said.
Guys,
Look like rat, act like people.
guys, let's
Yeah.
invade their home and instill ourselves as their new gods.
Rat people by chance worship a giant candle?
No, but they might worship an Armageddon by the name of Cat.
Let's do this, guy. We can do a culture shock. I've always wanted to do this.
Yes. We shall introduce them to the works of the bards.
Alrighty
The
then.
first thing we're going to do, I
We
do
can-
believe our
we can
wizards
make-
used up some of their magical abilities. We might have to take a bit of a rest before we deal with
I've only used the 4 spells.
friends. Yeah.
I know, but it might be smart if we rest.
It's 2. I can do a short rest with Song of Rest as well as Font of Inspiration, so I can get back my Bardic Inspirations.
I can do a short rest, and I will get both of my 4th level spell slots. Well, not both of them, one of them. And that's enough.
Alright. I suggest we go inside, then you show us, say to the god, then you show us where the entrance to the sewers is and where these furry friends of yours are located.
He takes you into his private room, and it's like you lead you past. It looks like a huge apartment building, and it's pretty run down. There's trash, human waste, all kinds of stuff in the hallways. But his apartment's pretty nice. It's got plenty of space for you guys to take a short rest, and then he shows you. By this time, it's like late afternoon, but he leads you to a sewer grate, and then tells you good luck. And we can either wait until I get my pads and I can draw it out, or we can go. I have it drawn out already of what it looks like. I don't know what you guys are doing.
I mean, we can wait.
Yeah,
Want to leave it off there?
sure.
Yeah, I think we're gonna
Sure.
leave it up there.
Okay.
Oh,
So
and
that's
as the
it.
gangster leader is leaving, I say, bye, Mr. J.
Mr. J.
Mr. J.
Mr. J.
Alright, so that's
Come
where
on,
we
you
leave
guys
it out.
read Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. J. Okay, so that's where we'll leave it off, guys. Good sesh, and I'll send you guys all the XP and all that for this week. Not gonna be much. You guys just took out 15 bang weeks.
That's fair.
Yeah, like what, like 200 XP maybe.